Hello again. Welcome back to Byte by Night, and in this video, I will be explaining everything you need to know about this game, such as the mechanics and basically how to play the game. Now I made this video because I have met some people that I encourage to play the game, and most of them don't know how to play it properly. So in this video, it's exactly going to teach you what to do and how to play. So as we all know, we start the game as survivors, and the main goal of survivors are to obviously survive until 6 a.m. And with these objectives we do, and by completing all of them, it shortens the time, giving survivors an advantage. Each generator gives you a mini-game in which you have to do 4 times to be able to successfully repair one generator. After you and your team complete all the tasks, the time will skip, giving all survivors a chance at survival, and until then you must wait until 6 a.m. for the exit to open. Now when it hits 6 a.m. and all survivors are still alive, then the exit will open and you will win as a survivor. When all survivors are dead except you, there is a challenge for the last man standing. The time will automatically skip to 5 a.m. and you will be visible to the killer the entire duration. You will have to stay alive until 6 a.m. to win. You also have abilities as a survivor, depending on which class you choose, but you will naturally start as a customer class, which gives you the ability to eat pizza and heal, and to drink an energy drink to boost your speed. You can also use the doors to barricade the killer and block them from killing or hitting you, although the killer can hit the door 3 times and it will break, causing you to get stunned. Now that it hits 6 a.m., the exits will open and the survivors will win. Now I will show you everything that is in the shop, for some better information. Now here I will show each survivor class and what they can do. This is the Medic class, and as you may already know, it has 2 abilities called Heal, which you can use to heal other survivors, and Self-Heal, which you can use to heal yourself. Next is the Security Guard class, which also has 2 abilities called Taser, which you can use to stun the killer and make them slower, but they can be slower depending on the charges you hold, and Cams, which you can use to track down the killer and use it to reveal their location in the map. Next is the Fighter class, which also has 2 abilities called Swing, which you can use to hit the killer and stun them for a considerable amount of time, but this can also increase by the amount of charges you have. The maximum is 3, and if you use Swing when it has 3 charges, then the stun will last longer. And Parry, which allows you to parry the killer's attack and stun them. This allows to give you a free swing to use. Swinging them also applies slowness, blindness, deafness, and confusion to the killer, giving you and others a chance to escape and run away. Lastly, the newly released Technician class, and this one has 2 abilities as well. By equipping the Vanny Mask, you are allowed to phase through phaseable walls and objects, and a Static Mirage, which when placed down slows the killer down and blinding them, giving you and others a chance to run away. I will also be showing all the killer models and all their abilities. First one is the Rotten, a rush type killer. This killer has 2 abilities called Remnant Cleaver, which allows you to throw your axe at a survivor, dealing a lot of damage, and Bear Traps, which you can place a maximum of 3 all around the map, trapping survivors who step on it. Also there's 2 more. Scream, which reveals all survivor locations and blinds all the survivors too. And Charge, which allows you to rush forward and grab any survivor in front of you, dealing 40% damage. Next is the Project, which is a stealth type killer. Now this killer is somewhat unique. It has 3 modes you are able to change into depending on the situation. Mode Strength just gives you the basic stats. Mode Speed grants you 25% speed. minus 50% stamina regen, minus 50% stamina, and you can leap towards a player, knocking them off their feet and allowing you to take a hit. Mode Stealth grants 10% speed, become undetectable to cameras, and you unlock the ability to grab drill survivors and drill into the ground, giving you hiding abilities. Next is the Doppelganger, which is an impersonator type. This killer has 3 abilities. Wire Eyes, which allows you to place little crawling wire eyes that slither along the ground and attacks nearby survivors that are caught by it and revealing their locations. Grab is basically where you grab a survivor if they become too far out of reach. And Skin Stealer, which allows you to turn into survivors you've killed. These are all of the skins for each killer. I will now showcase every survivor class and how they work in a match. First is the healer class. Now, as you can see, as a healer class you are able to see how much health a survivor has. You are able to heal yourself as the first ability. The second ability, as I have said, allows you to heal others too. Next is the Security Guard class, which gives you a taser and a camera tablet. As you can see, when I used the camera tablet and clicked on the killer, it will reveal the killer's location to other survivors. And when you use the taser and let it reach up to full charge, the stun will last very long towards the killer. Next is the Fighter class, which spawns you in with an axe, and I also forgot to mention that you have a maximum of 110 health, whereas other classes only have a maximum of 100. As a fighter, you have an ability called Parry, and by using E, you are able to parry the killer and stun them. And with the Swing ability, you are able to hit the killer with the axe and stun them and giving them blindness, deafness, slowness, and such. Lastly, the Technician class, and this one is by far the most complicated one to use in my opinion, as you spawn in with a static mirage and a Vanny mask. Upon equipping the Vanny mask, you are automatically sent into first-person mode and you are able to see which wall or objects are phaseable through. You only have a total of 2 dash to use, and when it depletes, the mask automatically comes off. To phase through objects, just press E on computer. And by placing a static mirage, once the killer comes within range, the device will slow the killer down and deal blindness and slowness to them, although they can just destroy it easily. That's it for the video. Hopefully this video is able to help people understand how to properly play the game and understand how each class and killer works. Thanks for watching.